Hello and welcome back to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to do some price analysis on Tezos. Right, so let's get cracking, and we will start off on CoinMarketCap and we'll have a look at some key statistics over here, and then we'll jump over to TradingView. We'll do a bit of technical analysis. We'll have a look at some potential entry points, potential future predictions, and see where we can go short and long term. So we will start off with some stats. And Tezos, which is XTZ, is currently ranked number 13 out of all cryptocurrencies. And we have a coin price of $3.67. We are up 6.71% on today's trading. We have a circulating supply of 739,342,445 XTZ, with a market cap of just over $2.7 billion. If we just scroll down and check out where we're trading mostly, which has got the most volume. So as you can see here, against Tether and BTC on Binance, we are getting around 30% of the entire volume's worth of trading on Binance. And you can see here, we are listed on a lot of exchanges. This coin has been out for a long time, so as you can see, we have 142 recognised pairs over on CoinMarketCap, but probably from down where we say the top 40 ones are getting predominantly amount of volume. We have an OKX, Coinbase Pro, Kraken, all the big ones you would expect from a coin in the top 20. Just scrolling down, what I'm also interested in is look at the all-time highs, which was July the 1st, 2018, and we did it $4.46. We will check out the chart because CoinMarketCap isn't always correct in that, but we are not too far away from that now. We are starting to do a bit of a steady climb up, and we will jump over to the charts now, and we'll start off breaking it down and seeing what's been going on recently with Tezos. Right, moving over to TradingView here, we have Tezos against the US dollar. I'm using the HIT BTC chart here. It does go back a little bit further, and we do get quite a little, quite a lot more data than you would do on the Binance chart, as it is only got listed there about a year and a half ago. So as you can see here, this was the all-time high, which was $12. So it's a big difference to what CoinMarketCap's registering. But we will start off and we will mark it up, and we'll bang that on there, and we will say we'll bang it as a monthly support. There you go, monthly resistance. So I just want to add a couple more key levels in here, so we can get a little bit of structure. And you could say there's another level there. You could mark them all, but we'll be here forever, and we'll mark that one up there. So they're the highs where we can potentially have some targets to go for. I just want to do the standout ones, and we're going to have one there. We do have and then we'll drop into the weekly. You can see all them blue means monthly support and resistance, and we'll drop down into a weekly. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, see if you can see any more key points. So as you can see, there was one. We'll change that to a weekly level. There we go. And you see if you can see any more that stand out. You could say there's one there too. No, we aren't. We're going to put on. And we'll jump down into the daily. Let's just have a look here. So as you can see, we're 13th of March. The 13th of March is when Bitcoin had a 57% dump, and ever since then everything else has been rallying. And let's just work out as a price rise first before we put some daily levels on. So from a monthly lows there all the way up to, well, you could say there, we had a 266% price raise on Tezos. But yeah, let's just have a zoom in and see if we can identify any daily levels. You could say there's one there. That is an area where it's targeting. All them wicks are pretty much acting as a lot of resistance. So we'll change that to the daily. See if we can get a couple more levels in. You could say there's one around there. Acted as resistance a lot. Some of these wicks did go through, but the main body stayed above it, and then it acted as resistance against support, and then it bounced back up. And we've been trading quite well up here since. And what I want to do is just potentially first, before we go into some bullish mood, I just want to highlight some potential entry points if we start to get a retracement. And I'm going to use a Fibonacci for this, and we'll take our bottom body and we'll take it to the highest body that was closed. So if you're looking for an entry price on Tezos, then really you should be targeting the 618 level. If we just mark it up there, put a box on. So anywhere around these levels, in my opinion, will be a great entry point for Tezos. If you can get in at those levels, let's mark it up as the buy zone. We may not go down here, so this is just in case we do get some wicks down. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 Fibonacci levels there, and we have some weekly support there which could bounce back off. So the potential is that we could come down here, bounce off that support level or that 618, and then just carry on and head north. But that is a potential area where you could buy in for an investment or a trading perspective. But with regard to a prediction where I think we could go, then I do think that we will hit this $3.61 level again. If we just, what I want to do is just flip that Fibonacci around, and we'll take that top body again there, all the way down to the bottom of the move. We'll take the bottom body there, and what I want to do is either target some areas where there's support, as in resistance level. So we have that key monthly level there at $6.10. But first of all, you can use these Fibonacci extensions, and what you want to do is potentially look at these areas to either, if you're holding, sell, or target those areas. So have some sell. If you're going to buy down here, personally I buy some now. I think that we are quite bullish, and I do think we're due a tick up. As long as Bitcoin stays it is and starts to go sideways, then I think altcoins are going to also then start to push up. But I do think, in my opinion, that we can at this Fibonacci up here, the 2.618 level, which is a $6.33. So from it, I do think we can hit around this area, and we just mark it up there. That could be a sell zone. We'll bang that on. Chances of it going down here is quite slim at the minute because the market is very bullish, and the only thing that's holding it back is Bitcoin. It really depends what Bitcoin does. But this is where I do think we'll go. I do think that we will hit some of these key levels up towards $6.30. I think these areas are a little bit extreme at a minute. I do think that level will be broken at some point in the future when we do have a full-blown bull run and Bitcoin's pumping, everything's pumping. I do think that we are not quite there yet, but it will come in time. So short term, I do think that we can hit these levels of $6.30, at least test that monthly resistance. It will be, we got to break through this one first, so we got to break through $6.30. We did tap it on the 17th of February, and then we retraced. We dropped back down. That was a COVID dump. So America announced that their country was going into lockdown, and that absolutely spun the tides, and everything started to drop. But ever since then, what's been happening is the Federal Reserve been printing off dollars left, right and centre. The Tether printer has been printing them out left, right and centre as well. So everything's been pumping. What we need to do is just consider the fact that we are going to go up, but what's the chances of us coming down? And they are high. Imagine if America goes into another lockdown and this happens again, a 57% dump from these levels. It would just be catastrophic, and we do need to make sure that we are keeping our capital safe. So if you are going to trade this, make sure you have stop losses in place. If you're going to buy it and just do spot trades, then you can still put a stop in place if the price goes below. For example, if you buy it at what are we now, $3 on the dot pretty much. If you buy it now, make sure you just have a stop at about, personally I have it about 5% lower than the price I buy it, just in case. That's only because I do think that there's going to be a big swing in momentum soon. If we just look at the Hitman, so the Hitman gives an indication of market momentum, and ever since 16th of April we have been very bullish, and we've been rising and rising and rising. But if you look over time, it always switches from bullish to bearish, and this is what that market momentum finder does. And we just need to be aware that a bear could appear somewhere when the price is absolutely sinking. So make sure capital management is key. Keep everything safe. If you do want to trade it, then just have some stops in place, or just make sure you monitor it. And if we do start to dump, then sell it. Even if you have a little bit of loss, a little bit of a loss is better than a big loss. So that will wrap it up for today's video. That was just a bit of analysis where you could potentially buy. This area could be targeted if we get another dump, and then this area is what potentially could happen over the next week or two. If Bitcoin goes sideways, then I do think alts are going to rally again. As you can see, some of them are rallying, some are dumping, but yeah, but I think that will wrap it up for today's video. Please make sure you do drop some comments in the section below if you want me to answer anything. Please make sure you do like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.